Hey friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I thought it would be kind of fun to look at some of the fashion that I currently am not loving so much. This is not to say that I don't like this on other people. It's not to say that other people don't rock it in some way or another. I'm not going to be bashing particular styles as wholes. I'm just going to be focusing on certain items that personally either I just could not see myself wearing or wouldn't fit into my personal style. Sort of do an anti-haul, anti-influence sort of style video. Alright, so let's just dive in. The first fashion thing that I'm not feeling super, I don't know, it just hasn't really caught my eye in a positive way, and that is square-toed everything. I'm not saying that I'm a hater of square toes. I actually do like a square toe in some shoe styles. I own a pair of boots with a heel. They're like a knee-high boot with a heel, and they have a very square toe, and I really like them. But I've been seeing square toes in almost every kind of shoe style. What I've been seeing the most of are ballet flats and pumps and sort of like the baby doll style shoe, as well as sandals. And I don't know if it's just because these are particularly flat styles of shoe, but I just feel like a square toe looks kind of odd. I don't know why. I can't tell you what it is that I find kind of jarring. Maybe it's because it's very trendy at the moment, and just seeing it everywhere, suddenly I'm just like, what's the point though of having a regular sandal and then putting a square toe on the sandal? It's not particularly transformational to me. I think for the pumps, I just prefer a rounder sort of toe. Even if it's like a rounded square toe, that makes a little bit more sense, but I feel like just the blocky sort of effect that it gives, it doesn't quite work. And yeah, like I said, it just feels very trendy to me. Okay, the next one is also hyper trendy. I think I personally haven't actually seen it worn anywhere on the streets or anything like that, but I have seen it talked about a lot, and I've seen it styled on social media, and that is bubble skirts. I'm not saying I actually don't like this trend, but just from a practical perspective, I just don't think I would ever reach for this style if I had it in my wardrobe, and that is particularly the short ones. I think maybe it looks really nice on a certain body shape, or if you are super confident and explorative in kind of experimenting with all the current trends and stuff, and you want to go for it and like full trend ahead, then kudos to you, power to you. I just feel like this is not something that would be a timeless piece in my wardrobe. If I was gonna ever dabble with it, which I'm not, which is why it's in this anti-haul video, but if I was, I would say a longer version, probably like a midi sort of length maybe would work better. Just thinking of my personal style, maybe just a black or something like that. Like I said, again, just can't see this actually working in my wardrobe, or even if it did work in my wardrobe, I just don't feel like I would reach for it. It just, again, feels too trendy and just like a little bit odd, but people do rock it. So there's a lot of odd fashion. It's all subjective. This one is probably the top for me that yeah, it's the only one that I think I'm actually gonna like really hate on. So if you do wear these, then I really do apologize. This is not to like go off on anyone, but I'm so sorry. I have to say it. I just don't like these at all, and that is the dad sneakers. I don't think it's only the New Balance style, but I have seen a lot of them in the New Balance style. But like, just why? I've seen like perfectly put together outfits, very, you know, hyper trendy kind of outfits, or any outfit actually, just an outfit. And then with a dad sneaker, it's just, to me, one of the worst choices you could make, because the only thing I notice about the outfit then is the sneaker. To me, it's just really jarring, and I'm sorry if I seem like I'm getting a little worked up, but I just don't understand this one. I really don't, because I don't think it's fashionable. It doesn't look good. I haven't seen anyone look good with these on. I'm so sorry. Maybe like for exercising, I could see how that will work. Like if you're into the more sort of like retro sort of looking sneaker, then yeah, working out, sure. Going for a run, cute actually. But like with fashion, like with the long skirts and button-up shirts, and I don't know, please correct me if you think that I am over exaggerating on this one, but I would really like to see this one just end quite honestly, yeah, I just feel like we have got endless amounts of styles, especially of sneakers, to choose from, and this is the style that some of us are choosing, and it's just, yeah, I just feel it's just not cute. Okay, sorry, rant over, don't hate me, please. This is another one that I could never see myself wearing. They are the really sporty, kind of reflective, futuristic looking sunglasses. I don't think sporty kind of clothes really coincides with my style, and it hasn't for quite a few years, so this is just one that I would feel a bit clownish in it, quite honestly, and I would feel like I'm dressing up as a different person, and that's never what my intention is when I get dressed. I like to feel like I'm connecting to some part of myself or my personality, and my personality is just not sporty, futuristic leaning. This seems to be really popular with a lot of different people, and I've also seen a lot of different styles incorporating it into their look, and like it's always a little bit jarring when it comes to especially glasses and that sort of thing. I definitely opt more for a vintage looking style. Not for everyone, but that's just me. The next thing that I won't be purchasing now or in the future, and this is not to say that I don't like them, I think there's nothing wrong with them, but I just feel like the Fry boot is a teeny tiny touch a little bit overrated. Please don't come for me if you love these boots. I am not saying that I don't like them. I'm just saying that I don't quite understand the hype, and if you understand the hype, then I would absolutely love to hear what the hype is. Please explain what the hype is with these boots. Are they overly comfortable? Is the quality just that exceptional? I want to know what the hype is, because to me, they just look like a regular pair of boots. Like there's nothing that remarkable about them. Oh, what is the pair that was super popular? Okay, wait, let me just try and find that, because I know there's the one style that is very popular at the moment, but I feel like the color is not super timeless and doesn't necessarily go with everything. Oh yeah, the campus style. So it's kind of this like mustardy yellow, which I think is kind of cool, but for real though, like $500 on a pair of mustard boots with like no embellishments, nothing too crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. Like I said, people make them look hella cute. I just can't fathom spending $500 or even thrifted. I mean, I'm sure they're still pretty expensive thrifted. I mean, yeah, if they're $500 brand new, then I can imagine that they must be quite expensive secondhand as well. But I don't know, I just feel like there are, again, so many different styles of cute, well-made, high-quality knee-length boots or knee-high boots. You could probably easily find these because they were so popular in the 2000s that there are so many currently being sold online and in the thrift stores or in the charity shops that you could find something maybe a little bit more unique. Honestly, I would just buy anything else, but that's just me. If you do understand the hype, let me know. Okay, the next thing that I will not be purchasing are sports jerseys and sports shirts, which is very weird for me to call it a jersey because, like, I don't know, I guess it's a sporty thing, like a football jersey or like a soccer jersey or whatever, but to me a jersey is like something knitted, so I don't know, I'm just not used to calling it a jersey. This is not something that I could again see working in my personal style, and I'm not sure if I'm correct by saying this, but I feel like the sports jersey doesn't really fit into South African lifestyle. I definitely feel like it might be more reminiscent of American culture. Again, can obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but that is just what I am seeing. Like even with the American university sweaters and that sort of thing, like, I don't know, it just feels a little bit gimmicky to me because obviously no one here has gone to those universities unless they have, which in that case, like, great, but usually they're just from like Cotton On. It feels a bit empty to me, so this is one that I absolutely will not be participating in. The next trend or style that I will not be participating in are micro shorts, and this is not to say that they are not cute. I think people look super cute in them. They work for a variety of different styles, which I think is really, really cool, but quite honestly, I would feel super uncomfortable in the style of shorts. I just need more fabric. Either it needs to be high-waisted and to kind of justify being super short, or if it's going to be low-waisted, then I need more fabric on my legs because I will just not be happy in this style of shorts, which is kind of unfortunate because I do think they look really cute, but I just know myself and I will be tugging at them, at the non-existent fabric that I'll never be able to tug down further. And yeah, I think I might actually just also feel a little bit self-conscious in such a tiny pair of shorts. I guess from a practicality standpoint, it just doesn't really fit into my wardrobe, so therefore I don't really see the point in trying to incorporate this style. The next one that I think in some instances looks incredible, but I also think in other instances looks a little bit weird, that is wearing a skirt over pants. Even if this is kind of like attached to the pants as just like an extra feature, yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit, I'm sorry if you do like this, but I feel like it's a little bit pointless. I don't know, it just doesn't speak to me, I suppose. And again, this is totally subjective, so this is just my opinion. The only ones that I feel like actually work are the ones where the fabric matches, so in that case it kind of got more of like a suit sort of effect. This looks really cute. I've seen this in Asian streetwear a lot and they look incredible. So like I said, some people really rock it, really pull it off, but personally for me, I just not gonna be doing that. Hey, not gonna be putting a skirt over my pants. It just doesn't feel very me. It doesn't give an effect that resonates with my personal style. But what I would do instead is I really like the look of wearing a longer baby doll top, so kind of the same length that a mini skirt would be over pants, so you kind of get that layered effect. I think that looks really cute, very like early 2000s, and that is something that I would do instead, and also very easily thriftable, so that's great. But the next one is a little bit surprising because I actually do really like it and them. I really like them, but it just comes down to whether or not I would reach for said thing in my wardrobe, and that is stiff denim skirts. I have been absolutely seeing a revival of this in stores too, which I was actually really surprised by because I thought it was gonna be something that wouldn't really make its way into commercial fashion for some reason. I know it's not necessarily like a new thing, so I do see lots of incredible outfits being styled around a stiff denim skirt, and quite honestly I think they look incredible. Like, I really love the ones that sort of have the more mermaid effect. They look stunning, really, really good. The only thing is that I just feel like I will be uncomfortable, especially when the denim is really stiff, and I've only seen them with really stiff denim. I think it only works with really stiff denim, which is unfortunate because I do really like how they look, and I might change my mind on this one, but this is not something that I'm going to be going out and buying or looking for intentionally, because I've realized that comfort is actually really important to me when it comes to my personal style. I do not enjoy clothes that make me feel constricted or sweaty or itchy or just like suffocated. Like, I do not enjoy that feeling, so I just feel like this is one that if I can't move, can't walk properly, feel like I'm being constricted, then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna roll with it. It's not gonna roll with me. So yeah, that's the only reason why, but maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe if it's got like a slit in the front or in the back, maybe that will give a little bit more leeway for movement. Like I said, I'm just not going to be going out of my way to look for one of these. And the last thing that I won't be participating in, and that is round studs. So studs on clothing, accessories, shoes, particularly the round shaped ones. I have heard many content creators mention this one. I hadn't really even thought about the fact that I agreed. I hadn't noticed that I didn't like it. I don't know, when something doesn't resonate, I just kind of ignore it. But when it was brought to my attention, I was like, like they actually do look kind of weird. When it comes to studs, I much prefer the sort of rectangular shaped looking studs. I think that gives like a much more punk sort of style, kind of reminiscent of, again, like 90s fashion. But the round ones have a very unappealing effect in my mind. They kind of just look like, it kind of looks a little bit welty and hyper trendy again. The effect of it, I just don't think really works. It just doesn't have the same kind of cool factor that a sort of, I don't want to say traditional stud, but you know what I mean, the kind of classic stud or spike or even eyelets. I think that looks incredible. I've seen so many cute things being done to repurpose clothes with eyelets and safety pins or even piercings or jump rings. So different kind of embellishment, different kind of studs, but just particularly the round ones I just don't particularly enjoy looking at. And again, feels very Zara to me, hyper trendy, modern, doesn't really align with my personal style, but hey, not everything is going to, and that's totally fine. I don't think we should feel bad for talking about fashion that we don't like. It's totally okay not to like things. It's also okay not to get offended if people don't like something that you wear. I'm sure there are tons of people that would not like certain things that I wear. Fuck, there's even been times where I've looked back on things that I've worn and been like, that was bad. What was I thinking in that moment? So yeah, it's totally totally fine. It's all subjective. Fashion is art at the end of the day, so express yourself, talk about the things you like, talk about the things you don't like. If your friend disagrees with you, that's fine. You can still continue to wear whatever that thing is that you enjoy wearing and not feel like it's uncute or something. If you like it, then you like it. That's totally fine. So that brings us to the end of this little anti-haul. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. I don't think I've ever done a dedicated anti-haul video, so it was quite fun to look at the fashion world with a critical eye rather than, like I say, just ignoring the things that I don't like completely and only taking note of what truly resonates. So yeah, fun little experiment if you do want to figure out or make more conscious choices, even when you go into the thrift store and stuff like that, not picking things up just because you think they're trendy, because there's nothing worse than even when you go to the thrift store, you pick something up and you realize, oh my gosh, I only picked this up because I've been seeing it all over the place. So that's my 2 cents, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.